Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today, my subject is when you're in the leasing business, land leasing for grazing, you're also in the land beautification business. And I get a lot of people that kind of freaked out when I started planting these flowers along our roadsides on some of our lease farms, and they definitely got some second stares. People slowing down. One of the old guys just said, "What in the world are you doing down there with that box?" I had a box of iris bulbs. I said, "Well, what's it look like I'm doing? I'm planting flowers." He said, "But along the fence on your farm? Why?" And, I explained to him what I was doing. Sometimes landowners, especially their wives, like seeing flowers. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, folks, I mean, just the smell. Just to put your snooter in that and get a good snort of a fresh iris opened up. That's worth quite a bit. It is. That's worth quite a bit. I'm really fortunate to be in a position to where we can lease these farms and, make them better. Make them, I guess you might say, some people have accused me of being a little bit anal. Why do you got to do all that for? And I'm like, well, you don't have to. You don't have to do nothing. If you don't want to, you can sit on your tail all day long and not do anything. I don't care if that's what you want to do. But if you want to get ahead in life, and you need to learn to go the extra mile. And if you're not willing to do that, well, then don't complain when somebody else does. When somebody else is successful, and don't sit around and be jealous of them. Get up off your tail and do something. Well, there's some really nasty people out there that, when you're successful, they just attack. And they've probably never done anything in their life. But they're right there, boy. I mean, they're just going after you like gangbusters. And I think it's humorous. And I know when people are talking about me, I'm making them uncomfortable. And so, I'm not going to stop. Bottom line, I'm not going to stop. We got a beautiful farm here. We've had this one since 2001. We've done a lot of work on it. Folks, it didn't look like this when we leased it. It was bare soil. That was a soybean field. It's not a soybean field anymore. It's a gorgeous field of grass and legumes. It puts fat on cattle and muscle. And yeah, we like what we're doing. And this is just another, I call it, piece of the puzzle. Yeah, smell this one. Oh, man. Whew. I like diversity. I like diversity in my plants. I like diversity in my flowers. I don't want just one color. So my Uncle Dan, he was a iris judge. I think he was the president of the Missouri Iris Association. Him and my Aunt Audrey. And just have to give condolences to my uncle. Aunt Audrey passed away this last, oh gosh, it's been at least 2 months ago. But, she was an awesome lady, Aunt Audrey was, and she had the most awesome laugh. I mean, if you heard Aunt Audrey laugh, it lit up your whole body. I mean, her laugh was just filled the room with joy. It filled the room with joy. And Aunt Audrey and Uncle Dan are unbelievable people. And they were flowers. Flowers was one of their hobbies. I bet you they've got 2 acres of these. And so Dan would dig them up and give them to me, and I started planting them. I started planting them around our farms, and it's funny. This one here is one of my favorite. It'll open. There's one that's going to be open tomorrow. I had a lady tell me on one of the farms, she said, Greg, you got prettier iris on the front of our farm than I do in my house in town. How in the world did you come up with all these iris, these different colors? And I'm like, yeah, I had an outside source. I mean, look at these. These are beautiful. It's really, really different colors. You know, I'm not out here weeding them. I don't weed. I haven't weeded an iris since I planted them. That's why I like them. You know, you get an iris bulb started, they'll reproduce, and you can come out here and dig them. Now that I've got them started, I can go in here with a spade, and I can dig some of these bulbs out of here, and I can put them on other farms now. I've got tons of seed stock in here. And really, it does them good, because they'll get overpopulated, and then they don't bear as pretty flowers when they call it root bound. Yeah. And yeah, they're touching my hot wire, folks. That's a hot wire down there. See that iris bulb, that iris plant didn't do so good. It got up against the hot wire. So what? Don't worry about it. The ones that don't touch the hot wire, they bloom. This one's touching it. That must be it. Well, yes, it's kind of working on that one petal there a little bit. That's all right. I don't know. I just I think there's things that you can do that don't cost you anything to make land beautiful. And one of them is, whether you like it or not, I know you hardcore cattle farmers out there just laughing. Just like you probably almost fall out of your chair. That Greg Judy's lost his mind. He's out there planting flowers now. Yeah, maybe. I'm going to tell you this, you know, those of you all that are laughing, the last 2 farms we've got have been from landowners that came to us. We did not go asking for those farms. They came to us. And so if you look at it that way, there goes one of those naysayers right there. He's like, that dang Greg, we don't get what he does, but I guess whatever he's doing must be working because he's still got cattle. Anyway, yeah. Man, look at that. See, these have gotten a little thick right in here. I need to come here and dig some of these up. And the new farm we just got, now that one we bought, we didn't have that thing a week. And Jan had already dug up a bunch of iris. And she went with daffodils, iris, and lilies. She put some lilies in over there too. On both of the entrances to that new farm, she covered it in flowers. I helped her do some of it. But, you know, these darn things, I'm telling you folks, you just take a spade and open up the ground, stick them in there and put your foot, and just, you know, take your foot and just seal them back up. They're done. There's no weeding. I don't put mulch around them. I don't do nothing. And some of them don't bloom. That's fine. But a lot of them do. I don't care what you say. If you don't, you know, you don't like flowers, you can't tell me that's not pretty. Oh, and the smell. Whew, goes as clear to your heart. Anyway, I had to show you all that. I came by here this morning and yeah, I thought, man, I got to run back by there and get a picture or a video of these flowers. before they, before they're gone. They don't stay up all year. They're a spring flower. They come up in May, and they're usually about the 7th of May till maybe close to the end of May. They'll bloom. And then right behind them come the daylilies. And I don't have very many daylilies over here, but I do have a few daffodils. So I may dig up some of these iris and make some openings in here and bring some daylilies over here. My mom was real big in daylilies. And they're the same way as iris. You can actually register paperwork on a daylily and iris too. There's some people get pretty serious about it, just like breeding cattle. But they're breeding flowers. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's a beautiful, beautiful day in May. Just finished up our 2nd grazing school, and that was awesome. Man, we met some nice people at both schools. My email box is overflowing with folks giving us, just saying thanks for what we shared with them, and what a great school it was, and they look forward to implementing some of the practices on their farm. And that's what it's about, is trying to teach people better ways of doing things so that they can be successful on their farms as well. So folks, have a good one, and we're going to see y'all down the road. Hit that subscribe button on the way out if you would. I'd appreciate it. Have a good one.